Hello and welcome. Thank you for coming today to our PureEsperanza World El Hogar experience. PureEsperanza is a nonprofit dedicated to consciousness and well-being. We have now moved into the metaverse. Today we invite you to relax, be open to receive, and come with us on a guided journey to experience quantum healing energies. Today, while there are many, we will sample only a few ways to tap into energy frequencies and their healing, what ancient wisdom has known for centuries and what we share with you today. Each of the energy facilitators, although they go by different names as well, will share a little about themselves and what they will be sharing with you for your experience. Take it away, Sharon.
Well, welcome, everybody. You are in the right space, and thank you, Esperanza, for inviting me to be here. And I would just like to invite you to know a little bit about myself. I'm a product of childhood trauma. I've spent my whole life healing in many modalities, as well as teaching yoga and meditation, and I'm a somatic experiencing practitioner in trauma. So I'm going to invite you to just go with the flow here. Release any preconceived notions that you might have and find a space you can arrive in where you're at. And I'm also going to invite you to just gently look around your space and find something that soothes you, that you like to look at, and just let that come into your body. You might even want to soften your face. Notice your feet. Just notice where they are. If they're landed somewhere, notice the pressure that's there. And if they're not landed, just notice the temperature that you might be feeling. Notice the quality of your breath. Notice your body taking up its space. See if you can occupy your body from the inside and how much space you're taking in your inner body. Notice your skin, which is your entire boundary around your entire self. Just give yourself a scan of all your skin. Go inside and out. I'm going to invite you to notice where your clothes are, how your skin feels there. And then I'm going to invite you to notice where there is no clothes. How does the skin feel there? And then I'm going to invite you to be aware of your eyeballs. And if the eyelids are closed, that's fine. Just notice what you see under the closed lid. Notice if while you breathe in, you let the eyeball roll up as if to look in the eyebrow. And as you exhale, let the eyeball roll down. And just notice. I'm going to invite you now to notice what you taste in your mouth. And let your tongue move around, up and down to the sides. Swallow, move through the teeth. What are you tasting? You don't have to make any judgments here, and you can't do anything wrong or right. I'm going to invite you now to smell. Take in a full breath. What scents do you smell? And I'm going to invite you to take your scent away from your body. What can you smell in your room? What can you hone in on? And then I'm going to invite you to bring your sense of smell closer. Like right into your room. Is there a scent that you can smell? Then I'm going to invite you to bring your sense right up into your body. Is there something you can smell in your body or on your body? I'm going to invite you now to just Notice your hands and where they are. And if they're on a surface, just notice the texture of the surface. Notice how much pressure your hands have on them. Notice the temperature of your skin and the quality of the palms. Are they sweaty? Are they cold? What are they? Just notice. That's all you need to do is notice. And then I'm going to invite you to bring your hands maybe onto your thighs. And notice if your body likes that. And move them gently up and down. And you can play with pressure. Does it like it just like light tickle? Or does it like to put some pressure on? And does this touch feel safe to you? And then I'm going to invite you to keep your hands at a certain place where there's some muscle and just gently squeeze and let go. And notice, does your body like that? Squeeze. And you can just squeeze really hard too, just to play with, do I like that? Does that feel like a nice hug? Or does that feel, I don't like it? And play with moving that and see if that feels good to you. Does touching feel safe? And I'm going to invite you to listen. Use your sense of hearing and way outside of the room you're in, maybe even outside of the building you're in. Do you hear street sounds or noises that you can tune into? And I'm going to invite you to bring that sense of hearing into the building that you're in. What do you notice? What is coming into your hearing? And then right into your room, the room that you're in, what sounds are you hearing? Tune into that. And then I'm going to invite you just to notice your breath. Just the way it is. You don't change anything. You just feel it moving in and moving out. You can draw deep into your being, into your breath. Let it be your full focus. You're only concerned with that breath coming in and what happens in your body when that breath comes in. And can you play with that breath coming in, filling you, and coming out? What happens in your body? Feel that breath and play with that breath. Breathing in, breathing out. See if you can find that rhythm, that synchronicity. There's harmony with each breath coming in and each breath coming out as your body breathes you. Let that bring you a sense of comfort, to be with your breath as it breathes you. And then I'm going to invite you to notice the pause between the in-breath and out-breath. There's a pause where there's nothing happening. And I'm going to invite you to just lengthen that pause into that stillness, into that space, and see if you can drop in to that stillness. And try this for a few breaths. Where that pause is, drop into the stillness and be. Then I'm going to invite you to feel the full weight of gravity that's on your body. Can you notice the subtle pull of gravity drawing you into the earth? Notice the area between your throat and your intestines as you're breathing. Notice what shows up. Notice how it feels. You can scan your entire body from head to toe, from your muscles, any vibrations. Do you notice any tensions, physically or emotionally? What shows up? And there's no need to do anything but notice. I'm going to invite you, if it feels okay, to put one hand on your lower belly and notice if it likes that. Notice if you can feel the breath moving in and out. And then I'm going to invite you to put one hand on your heart. And does your body like that? And does it feel like it's having a hug? Does your heart feel held? If it feels good, allow yourself to be here in this space, gently holding yourself for who you are at this place and time, just the way you are, in perfect presence with your breath and all that you are. And just let yourself breathe. And then I'm going to invite Esperanza to be next.
Thank you so much, Sharon. Thank you for guiding us, taking us on that little ability to tap into energy. And today what I'd like to share with you is to just get a sense of everything that you just took in right now and how we are going to use this energy that Sharon allowed for us to still ourselves with and to tap into that inner place within ourselves and feel that resonation of energy that's universal in any language, in all different forms. And now I would like to invite you to another experience where we're going to deepen that energy just a little bit more. So maybe if you take a moment just to stretch yourself, your limbs. If you have found yourself seated, then just to relax back after you've stretched. And when you take that stretch, maybe lifting your arms up and out, feeling your toes and your fingers stretch. And then if you are seated, to straighten up your back, or if you've rested your avatar and you have chosen to, instead of being seated, lay down yourself, that you also allow yourself to align your back straight on your back. And then whether you're seated or laying down, snuggle your shoulder blades like you're pinching them together behind your back, and then dropping your shoulders down so that you have space between your ears and your shoulders. Then find a deep breath to take in and then slowly release. And now I invite you to place your hands, if you're seated, on your thighs, palm up. And if you're laying down at your side, palm up, also known as Shavasana in yoga, or the corpse pose, just laying down and allowing the earth to catch your weight. Either position will be best suited for how you feel this moment. And all we're doing now is aligning our energy centers. If you're new to chakras and the systems, the energy centers start at the base, which is your root chakra, a little bit under your belly button. So in that pelvic region is your root chakra. And then closer to your belly is the sacral. A little further up in your torso at the bottom of your chest, your solar plexus, moving up towards your heart, then your throat, then your third eye, your forehead between your brows, and then your crown chakra. At the top of your head, in the center. And so now that we've gone through these systems, I'd like you to, in that position you're in, allow your whole system to rest, feeling those chakras from the front side of your body and the back. And then with another good deep breath, filling up your belly, that whole diaphragmatic breathing down into your belly, full belly, feeling it rise, and then holding for just a moment and slowly releasing. And I allow you to just rest. And I say this so that you give yourself the permission to fully be present in the moment. So as you breathe and allow yourself to rest, I'll share with you that I am an energy medicine practitioner, a shaman and medicine woman. And I invite you now into this sacred space, the Viracocha, or our golden egg or orb around us. And at this moment, I'm extending my prayer pose, hands in front of my heart, up through the top of my crown, above me and around me and you. And then you will hear different sounds, perhaps a swish of feathers or a vocalization while we move through these spaces. And as we become more active, that you just allow the energy to flow. Notice what's moving in between your chakras and your hands as we position them in different locations. And I ask that you take your right hand and place that on your root chakra, that pelvic area. And as you place it there, just take a deep breath and notice any sound, any thought, any color, any sensation that comes to you in the moment. And then breathe that in and slowly release it out through your mouth like a whisper. And then take your left hand. Let your right hand back to rest, and your left hand now on the sacral chakra, right by your belly. And take that deep breath in. Notice any sensation. Breathe it in and out. And just observe and store the sensation somewhere as a note that you can return to. Next, let your left hand rest and take your right hand and place it at your solar plexus. And notice again the deep breath, what that feels like. And let that flow out of you. Feel the energy around you in relation to your placement of your hands, and now resting them both again at your sides. or on your thighs. Then take your left hand and place it at your heart. And again, take that deep breath in and a slow release out. And spend a little time here, bringing your full attention into that heart space, what it feels like around you. Then letting that left hand rest and taking your right hand to your throat and feeling the energy there. With a deep breath and a slow release. Allowing the right hand to rest and taking the left hand to the third eye. And this time, use your index finger and your middle finger positioned together and gently tap that third eye. And then allow your fingertips to gently rest on your third eye, right about in between your brows, in the middle of your forehead. And maybe just gently massage, see what feels good there. A deep breath in and out. Allowing your left hand to rest now. And taking your right hand, again, the index finger and the middle finger together and tapping the crown. Right at the top, middle of your head, you can kind of feel into the energy where it is coming from right then. That space where your fingertips rest and you can feel a full circuit of energy moving through you now. Now breathe in. Slowly release out. And with this next deep breath, bring the breath in through the soles of your feet, through your legs, through your pelvis, all the chakras as you move up your torso, into your third eye and meeting where the tips of your fingers are on your crown. And then slowly exhale and allow your right hand to rest. Now both hands resting once again at the top of your thighs or at your sides if you're laying down. And take a moment to go back to the observations and unifying and connecting each of those chakra points. What did you feel? What did you hear? What were the sensations? What stood out for you? Were there any memories stored there? And this is a scan that you can do, a longer one or a shorter one, as part of a meditative practice in the morning or in the evening that allows you to scan and feel into your energy body and what you are experiencing in the moment. Deeper work that I do allows you also to be guided deeper. But if you are tuned in, you also can find areas where there has been imprinted information that energetically has been stored at these points. Sometimes they are woundings. Sometimes they are memories of past things in this lifetime or others that have been imprinted and have stayed with you. And sometimes they can be connected and attributed to your physical ailments that you might be experiencing now, or that are triggered when you again face something similar to that original trauma. But for today, we're just noticing. You can always return And you can always work with the energy at any of these centers. And you can always work with releasing any energy by your exhale, your breath moving the energy in through you. You can connect it with Mother Earth. You can connect it with Father Sky. You can draw a full circuit to connect both Mother Earth and Father Sky and everything around you. And then you can find what moves the energy through your system in a way that allows you to feel a full circuit and balance within each of these centers and then all together as one system. Now I'm going to take us on one more little piece of a journey. All of these which you can do yourself, in your home, really anywhere, and even energetically without even having to move your body, just enter within. So now I invite you to take your right hand to your root chakra and then gently move it right in between your root and your sacral. Take your left hand and place it on the heart. And both of these are working to receive in the left hand the energies coming through and to let go from the right hand, the more active one, to let the energy let go, shed. And I invite you to do a clearing for yourself, also known as a decoupling. And in this decoupling, we're just going to balance out the system together right now. Take a deep breath in and hold that and slowly release and hold again. And with this next deep breath, imagine from your right hand moving up towards your left hand at the heart, a figure 8, looping around your heart and then down again, crossing your midsection and back down to your right hand at the root chakra. So a figure 8 coming up from the root and around your heart and back down again to that root sacral area. And take that deep breath as you go up. Now with an inhale. And bring it back down in that figure 8 with an exhale. And 2 more times like that, moving the energy and balancing between the centers. Grounding you down further into yourself. One more deep breath like that, slowly, intentionally deepening. Holding the frequency, that last sound, deep at the sacral, connected to your heart, and then gently, slowly, letting movement come in again, resting your arms and your hands. And one more breath any way you like, with both your hands at your heart. Deep breath in and out, flowing. And just notice how you feel. Thank you for taking time to connect to your energy, the energy that moves in, through, and around you all the time. And that with a little bit of mindfulness and attention, allow us to feel more balance and harmony. Next, we'll share with Lily. Thank you.
Thank you, Esperanza. That was so super relaxing. Hi, everyone. Before I start, actually, I would like to invite you to another space here. So if you can come and follow me, let's go towards the section where beautiful light glowing. Let's walk towards that section. And if you have a headset, I'd love for you to come on into this beautiful glow and experience the light within. But as we slowly move our way towards this section, I will just do a quick introduction. My name is Lily Lee. I am a starseed activator, a quantum light language healer, and a light language or soul dialect activator. So today, what I'd like to share with you is I would like you to experience some quantum light language or light codes healing and clearing and activation. So before we start, I will just give you a extremely brief introduction to light language and light codes. So it's basically a type of vibrational, simply put, vibrational or sound healing. And when you hear the vibrations or sounds that's coming through, listen to it and receive it with your heart. Do not try to analyze it. Just as when you're listening to music, you will not analyze it in the sense that you will say, ooh, that makes me feel the blanks. If you listen to tuning forks, you'll be like, ooh, that makes me feel fill in the blanks. As opposed to saying, ooh, wow, is that an A minor? Is that a C major? We don't do that. Just like when you listen to light language, do not do that as well. Do not try to analyze it with your mind, but instead receive it with your heart, your soul, your cells. Okay? And when you listen to it, you may feel some physical sensations or discomforts or release sensations, such as maybe all of a sudden your throat might be tightening, right? Instead of tightening up and go, ooh, why is my throat feeling this way? Just ease into it. That is basically the reason why you're experiencing that is because my light codes, they are basically releasing, helping you loosen up or releasing whatever dense energy that you're holding in that area, because all of us are different. We can feel it in different areas in our. And if you happen to feel any release sensations such as coughing, yawning, burping, so on and so forth, please do follow through, because again, that is a way for you to physically release what is blocking you, so that it'll assist me in helping you release those dense energies here. And once I do that, then I will be able to place in the activation codes. So for today's purposes, what I will be doing is I will be channeling light codes to help you release any fear-based programming that is no longer serving you. And then I will help you activate your inner guidance, empowering you to move forward with greater intuition and trust. So at this moment, if you can allow your avatar to rest where they are right now, and for your physical being, if you would like to find a comfortable position, sitting, lying down, it's up to you. The most important thing is for you to be relaxed, okay, in a relaxed position. And then now I'd like you to take 3 deep breaths. Pitaro to rata 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 Pitaro to roto rata 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 Pitarata rata 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 Pitarata roto roto rata rata rata
What yeah what yeah what yeah what what yeah
Pitarata karata rajikita rara tarata karata rajikita rata rajikita pitarata karata rajikita rara rara rita. Ready? Back to me and let me know how. And back to you, Esperanza.
Thank you so much, Lily. And just taking in that energy, those codes, different places that they touched in me, in different organs, in different dimensions. Wonderful. Thank you so much. Thank you. So with that, just orienting ourselves back to the space and coming to beautiful, beautiful energy. If you would come with me and we'll just follow over towards the reflecting fountain and make our way and we can just find an opportunity to all face one another. We can do it with our avatars. We can do it with our inner eyes. And just come a little bit closer towards the fountain where we can imagine ourselves pondering, to not discount the power of your imagination, to feel into the space of your own dimensions and into the space of this space that we're in right now, and feel the water, feel the energy, the air from the mountains, the healing that has taken place here today, those healing frequencies. And just find an opportunity now, as we had this experience, and perhaps an opportunity to also encourage you to extend that consciousness out a bit and through the movement of your avatar. Find maybe what flows. There are different ways you can move your avatar by going into the top of your screen. There's 3 little dots. And just if you click on that drop-down menu, you'll see a little button with a little figure of an emoji. You can click that T and get a navigation bar at the bottom of your screen that'll allow you to do some different movements. And perhaps just feel a little bit into what that might be like. And in your physical body, you can move around too. Just find an opportunity to move around and keep letting that energy flow through you. And feel yourself with the ability to play in this space, to find what feels joyful, fun, and gives you that opportunity to imagine into all the creativity, that energy you are, the consciousness you are. And with that, dear friends, we are so thankful that you have joined us on this little bit of a journey. We hope that you'll connect with us more through our website, where you will find each of us and many more community collaborators globally around this beautiful planet of ours and extending out into the cosmos. You'll find their services on our community page, a little bit more about them and the commitment that they have given to their practices and to service, serving us all here. You'll also find other consciousness and well-being resources, products, and services that are available for you and in our online shop and our PureEsperanza YouTube channels and series, our blogs. Look, follow, or subscribe to our YouTube channel and LinkedIn and X and soon to be on Pinterest. Keep finding all your consciousness connections and here with us at PureEsperanza. Till then, and next time, friends, thank you so much. Enjoy.